But I wanted to talk about nurse bullying since I had to do a paper on it. I have to do a paper on it, a 2-page paper. And the article was pretty interesting because, you know, before I became a nurse, I used to think that, I used to think that as an adult, how do you let another adult bully you? Right? That's what I used to think. I don't think like that anymore because I do understand that people get bullied on the work at the workplace, on the job, for whatever reason. I don't know what bullying does as an adult for another person. I really don't see the purpose in doing it because at the end of the day, if you work with this person and you decide to bully them, in my opinion, all it does to me is make your day longer and that much more difficult, especially being a nurse in the nursing field. Because to me, it takes a whole lot of energy to bully somebody. You feel me? What's cracking, Chris? What's cracking? What's cracking? It takes a whole lot of energy to bully somebody. And I've never seen somebody get bullied at work. I've never seen it. I've heard stories about it, but I've never actually seen it on a shift to where the employees were ganging up on one person or one particular employee was ganging up on another employee and the other employee was having a hard time defending themselves. If anything, I've seen people uh go at it, but not bullying, you know. But what I did found out, according to the article that I read, there is no actual American definition of what a bully is. And I did not know that. And that's according to the article that I read. There is no definitive actual definition of what a bully is in America. Now, people have come up with the general term of what a bully is, but let me see. I'm sure it's in the Urban Dictionary. Let me see. Let me see. I'm sure it's in the Urban Dictionary somewhere. It says a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those who they may perceive as vulnerable. Now, this is coming from Google, good old Google. A person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Now, when we had our orientation, the doctor's reasoning for giving us this assignment was that this she said that this will be something that will occur. You will see as your career starts to progress, right? So this because the paper is about what would you do to stop bullying, what would you do to interfere, what would you do to make an overall better work environment. Now, I'm the type of person to mind my own business. I really am. But I do understand that if a person is being bullied at a job, it can affect their work performance. It can affect their work performance and us working with other human beings that are sick. That could be very, very bad and not beneficial to any of the parties that are involved. For example, if you have um, a nurse who simply does not like another nurse simply because of the way she looks, um, I've heard of that from several nurses. Several nurses, especially in long term care. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what the hospital is like. I'm sure it goes on in the hospital, but I don't know. I've never worked in it, but I do know with long term care I've heard of that a lot. Now I've never seen a woman um, or a nurse, and I'm saying a woman because this is majority women that I work with, and I've heard it from women. I've never ever heard this from another male nurse or another male CNA. So, but I've heard several nurses that they have been, I don't know if I want to say bullied, but they have been targeted by other nurses or other CNAs because of the way they look. Um, they'll walk in and they'll be the cute nurse, hair, nails done, nails popping. You feel me? Skin tight scrubs on, looking good or whatever. And then you'll have the other nurse who may be perceived as haggard, if you will, not cute, not physically appealing. And she will go out of her way to give the nurse who may be perceived as traditionally pretty, cute, beautiful, whatever term you like to use, and give them a hard time. I've heard this from several nurses. And again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? It is. But let's not lie and say there's not a traditional standard of beauty here. And I've heard nurses say that, well, because I'm cute, I'm in shape, I ain't got no kids, or whatever the case may be, I get targeted by other nurses. I've heard this from several individuals. They get targeted simply because of the situation they may be in. Like that whole term, nurses eat their young. You may have a nurse who may not have no kids, and she's young, she's pretty and everything like that. And then you have a nurse or the game of nursing has swallowed her whole, swallowed her whole, swallowed her whole. Swallow her whole, ladies and gentlemen. It's not been good to her. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what she's going through at home? She may be working 2 and 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? She got a bunch of kids running around. Baby daddy ain't nothing. She got to take care of him, the kids. You feel me? Got to pay her mama bills. Just miserable. But yet, here come this other PYT coming in, bright-eyed, trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? She take care of herself. Who the this bitch thinks she is? Who the this bitch thinks she is coming up in here trying to do her job? I've heard this. I'm just simply telling you what I've heard. I've never seen it, but I've heard it. Oh, CJ, yeah. I like to have my nails laid and my edges pressed, but all these chicks up in here, they be on my case because I'm a bad nurse and I know it. And when I say bad, I mean bad as in fine or cute. And they don't like me because of that. Is that a problem in the field? Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not aware, there is a such thing as pretty privilege in all aspects. But is there a problem? Is that bullying, boys and girls, or is it just hating? Because I guess it could be easily transitioned into bullying. Because you know what? She's got it going on. Because she does have it going on. And I got 4, 5 kids by 3 different men, 4 different men, and they all ain't worth nothing. And I got my nursing job and I have to work. I have to work. Not that I want to work, but I have to work. I got to deal with these people I don't want to deal with. And this bright-eyed, cute thing just walk in. Who the she thinks she is? Huh? Who the this thinks she is? Coming up in here trying to do her job. Don't ask me for nothing. I'm not showing you where the linen at. I'm not showing you where the crash cart is. Get it on your own. This is just simply what I've heard, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Now, once again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But this is why I don't believe in so much telling your business at work. Now, you can't get mad at another nurse because they keep themselves up. And I've seen it. In some of these facilities, some of these chicks are very haggard, be having whole mustaches and beards, don't take care of themselves, just don't care, miserable. So I believe that it is true. I really do. I do believe that the women who do put time, and well, let me not say women, but the nurses who put time into keeping up their professional appearance, who really don't have an attitude, who are pleasant and polite, that rubs the nurse who's been swallowed by the game the wrong way, and that could indeed lead to bullying. So, how do you handle that? How is that handled? What do you do to handle that? How is a nurse that has everything going for his or herself? And I'm gonna just say her because, like I said, I don't think that normally happens with men. I really don't. And I don't want to make this a sexist thing, right? But how does that happen? How do you fix that? Because you can't make this broad have a better life. You can't make her have a better life. Bro, I've heard that it's like I said, I've had conversations with these nurses and they've said this. It can get very hostile up in there. Yeah, yeah, it can. Very much so. So with the bullying aspect, how does one handle that? Hmm? You go to management, because when I was in orientation, they said that's going to happen. You're going to have to problem solve. But what do you do? What as an employee do you do when all you want to do is come in, do your job, you take care of yourself, you're in shape, you smell good, your hair is done, your nails look nice, you know what I'm saying? You're open to talk to people, you're open to help, but you got the vets, the vets that's been done wrong by the game. What do you do? I don't know. I don't know. And it seems to be a problem that has happened, that has taken place in my area. I mean, I think it is a problem. It is a problem. The only thing I can really say to that is either A, remove yourself. You got options. You have options. You really do. And try to find, and again, you're gonna have problems anywhere you go. But to target somebody simply because that they don't fit what you call um they don't fit what you call, oh, you shouldn't be like this. Hold on, let me read Dorothy's comment. Let me see. What's up? What up? What up, y'all? What's up, Chris? What up, Lucky? Um, what up, Brandon? What's cracking? Bullying at its finest. Yeah, it can be like that. Let me see. See what D's saying. She said it does happen and it is bullying. It also occurs if you're a very good nurse or have aspirations to reach a higher level, such as being an LPN and wanting to become an RN, or being an RN and going into a specialty, seeking APRN. You don't fix that. You simply continue to do you, and you work as a team to provide for the patients. However, professionally, let them know you won't allow bullying. To be honest, bullying occurs in all areas of nursing for all reasons. They even try it when you get in the ICU. I've heard that. And again, I'm only speaking from what I know. And I've learned that even outside of nursing, when you are a person that is very goal oriented and um, you are a mover and a shaker and you grind, I think it's important to keep certain things to yourself. Not saying that you should, but I think it's important to do it because a lot of people will not understand you. A lot of people will call you crazy. A lot of people will call you insensitive because you don't see things the way the people that don't want much out of life see things. You know what I'm saying? Because you decided to take care of yourself and you decided to put in the work and work on yourself, put the time and effort into yourself, and the next person simply don't like it. And y'all got the same opportunity. Y'all both have a nursing license. If it's two nurses, y'all do. All this bullying stuff. I mean, and you got to have a backbone. Real talk. I'm telling you. That's why I said yesterday, long-term care is not for the weak, bruh. It's not for the weak. I have seen employees get into it, cuss each other out, fight, all that stuff. But to me, it was just back and forth. It wasn't necessarily bullying. It was just two people that didn't like each other. You know what I'm saying? When I think of bullying, I'm thinking of somebody that's constantly targeting a person and they not responding back. That's how I saw bullying. When two people just have a disagreement and they get into it, I don't consider that bullying. It's just two people that don't like each other, that just got into it, simply put. But yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Bullying. Yeah. So for all y'all nurses, and don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Some of them do be up in there trying to stunt. All right. Some of them do be up in there trying to stunt. Y'all know y'all got it together. You're trying to stunt. You're showing your IG pictures of your last trip to Miami for the 45th time. You up in Cancun, Cabo. You got your BBL popping. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you want to show off a little bit. Okay. All right. Do you? You know what I'm saying? But then you do have the ones that's really not trying to do no harm. That's really trying to get in there and get their job done. And I do understand you have a lot of braggadocious nurses up in there. No, they fly. No, they got it together. Woke up this morning and said, I'm finna stun on all these today. Real talk. Just woke up and chose violence unnecessarily. Now, sometimes you're asking for it. You're making yourself a target. You're making yourself a target. She said Miami, Cancun, CJ, anybody can go there. You ain't lying though. People be mad for the silliest things. Yeah. You done showed them. Oh, girl. Yeah, I was popping in Miami. You dig? What's the hot spot in Miami? Y'all sipping on Mai Tais and mojitos. You dig what I'm saying? Now, she said that anybody can go to Miami. No, not everybody though. There's a lot of people out here hurting. And then, you get around a chick who ain't never been to Miami. This bitch thinks she better than everybody. And that's how the problem started. I'm not saying that you need to block what you're doing or, be ashamed of what you're doing because you work hard to get to where you want to be. But I'm just saying, use some discernment, as my chick would say. Use some discernment when you out here. And, sometimes you just got to go in there and get stuff done and go home. Like me, I just want to go home. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to do nothing. Cats are starving. The homeless rate is up high. They robbing nurses. I done heard nurses getting robbed right outside of hospitals. I mean, y'all, is it really worth it? I mean, look, you should not be afraid of what you've done and what you accomplished. But all I'm saying is that use some discernment, use some discernment.